views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio. What dreams may come. Are you seeking personal guidance? Transformation Talk Radio presents Psychic World with John G. Sutton. One of Britain's top clairvoyants is your spiritual guide. Call in 1-800-930-2819.
Oh my, John, this is really the best night of my life. But I did say that for the last 15 years.
Yeah, you did indeed. Countess, we've got a wonderful guest with us this evening. Can I introduce him? Let me introduce you to the amazing psychic Jethro. Jethro, hello.
Hello. It's so nice to be with you guys, and thank you for letting me come on. I'm excited.
Well, it's very nice of you to come and join us. Jethro, that's not your only name, is it? You've got another name as well. Tell us about that.
Yes, I'm known in the Native American as Jethro, red-tailed hawk, and I for years have worked with individuals on my growth of my own family and the individuality of using this gift to see and work with individuals. So I was given that name, and I love that. I have a lot of friends that I work with in the Native American way of how to promote and see and know your totem animals, and a lot of psychic things like you talked about through the years, John.
Yeah. So you work as a professional clairvoyant, don't you, Jethro?
Yes, I do. I've done it over 30 years. I've worked in Sutton, Arizona, for those of you in the United States. I'm right now working in Tampa, Florida, and Washington, D.C., and I have a very good rapport with clients. I've been for over 30 years. I'm now reading for their kids, telling my age, but it's been a very fun career helping people know and see their future.
So you've seen people come through from being young adults to being married to bringing their own children to you. That's very wonderful. What do you think about that, Countess?
I think the whole thing is blooming fascinating, especially since just recently I've had a lovely connection with an American shaman, and the concepts and the insights are absolutely motivating and thrilling.
Absolutely. Jethro, tell us a little bit about how people can get in touch with you.
Great. Yes, they can contact me on the website at www.jethrosmith.net. My name's just like it's spelled, like the old Beverly Hills joke of Jethro, SMITH.net. And you can always contact me on Facebook as Psychic Jethro, just all one word. And I loved helping people. I've had the most fun with this. I've had individuals tease me. They say, well, what do you why contact you if you're there? And I said, well, then that way you can have more friends all over and helping the world. Here I am with you on United Kingdom. I feel so grateful.
Have you actually been to the United Kingdom, been to the UK?
No, I have not. I've always wanted to. It's in my bucket list. That's one of the things I want to really do. I'm excited about the mediumship work and some of the articles I've read from some of you that have, put out that really foundation of working, you guys did it with exactly sitting down and making it happen, or like with the spiritual animals, and I someday want to be there.
Yeah, we had one of your guys over here this week, didn't we? What was his name? Obama.
Oh no!
Yeah, he was down at Stonehenge, one of my favourite places, Stonehenge. Yeah, it dates back about 6,000 years, and President Obama was there. At least he got up to the stones. I mean, these days you've got to make an appointment. He obviously just walked straight in. Yeah, well, that's the way they do it in America, guys.
Oh yeah.
We're coming to your country. We're marching straight in.
Okay. Yeah, I would say we owe you that.
Great that he came. He looks a really nice guy, and he looked as if he was enjoying himself. I sincerely hope he did. At Stonehenge, there's loads of stone circles. Do you have stone circles for the Indians? But you have burial grounds and all that, and it's all exciting stuff, isn't it? The Native American Indians.
Yeah, so we have medicine wheels, and a lot of individuals here you'll see, like especially in Sedona, there was a lot of natural medicine wheels where they've actually, the ground itself has developed stones and different individual rocks and formations to come out to make the 12 spots of the circle, and to make the individuality of north, west and east and south with individuality. And it's I've always been impressed when you see people now are making our own circles. It's become a new tradition here over the last couple hundred years, where people will put their own circle together and get together and do, sweat lodges, bonding energy. A lot of times we'll get together and do a very positive gathering, and have the rabbit man or the other individuals come through and raise the energy and clean the vibration there for, to see with the elders or to see other visions.
Very good. Do you have any specific ways that you foretell the future or divine for people?
My best way, and I got to be with it, is that I have a very clear audience with the guides. If I can get permission from the person to give me their name or talk with me, I've had a very good success rate here. I'm American certified through an organization that proves your accuracy and that you actually are real. And I've had years of it where I will sit down with an individual and talk with them and get able to hear their guides, and then they will tell me what's going to happen. And it's usually, I've always been accurate. What's good at being a psychic if you're not accurate?
Very good. So you do it slightly differently. The way that I work is I listen to what I call the silent voice, and I see the visions. But if you're using different methods, do you dance at all? With the Native Americans, I seem to think there was something to do with the dancing.
Oh, yes, I dance a lot, and I got a tease about that. I'll joke with it a little bit here that I've always been able to dance. I was very much from a big family of 8 children, and that was our celebration on Saturday. You either went out and danced, and if you didn't dance, you had to stay home, and nobody wanted to stay home. So I learned to do a lot of vibration. And then for the Native American, there's actual energy and vibration. I have friends who do anything from belly dancing to a basic just working or aerobic move and figuration, because that raises the vibration and it grounds your energy and it helps your kundalini raise to a vibration where you like you said, you're able to hear or sense without just being able to do those vibrations.
Very good. Countess, you do some belly dancing, don't you?
You betcha, day and night. Can't get enough.
You've got we on the show we've talked many times about this, that the spirit world actually absolutely do love you to be happy, and they love you to sing. Countess, do you know a song about Indians?
Indians. Let me just see if I can pull a rabbit out of a hat. On the banks of the river stood running bare, young Indian brave. On the other side of the river stood his lovely Indian maid.
Your turn, Jethro.
Little white brave was her name.
Such a lovely
sight to
see. But they tried fought with each other, so their love could never be. Running bear, love little white dove.
Great, go for it, Jethro.
With the love big as the sky, running bear, love little white dove. With the love that couldn't die.
You're killing me. Whoa. Very good.
Oh.
Yeah, the spirit world will love that, because you're absolutely right. I absolutely feel that, the spirits love people a bit of humor, and they love that vibration. It raises the vibration. Ladies and gentlemen, you can call in this evening. In fact, we've got callers calling in now, and we're going to be taking calls straight after the break, and you can call in and speak to the amazing Jethro. What was that Native American Indian name again?
Red-tailed hawk.
Red-tailed hawk. Hallelujah.
How did you get that name?
It's my totem, and for years I had a lot of individuals there that when we were doing work or things, we'd have the hawk come in. They named that the messenger is what the red-tailed hawk is.
Wow.
Really? So you're receiving the messages and you're tuning in and you're using your Native American background, and I know that people are waiting to speak to Jethro Red-tailed Hawk, so we'll speak to you straight after this break.
Get Sophisticated with David and Philip Zarza. David and Philip touch on topics such as human potential, spirituality, pop culture, and purposeful living. Experience an insightful reading from David on what the universe has in store for you, or reconnect with a departed loved one. Philip can look into an issue or anything else you may be dealing with. Go to GetSophisticated.com. That's SOPHISTIGAYTED.com or call 206-420-8660. Psychic World, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, with John G. Sutton, featuring his special guest, Countess Starella. One of Britain's most respected psychic mediums, John is an internationally published author, poet, and professional clairvoyant. His best-selling books include Psychic Pets, featured with John on the Walt Disney Channel, Animal Planet. Currently, John is the feature editor of the monthly Psychic World, which is the UK's Journal of Spiritualism. He has over 30 years of experience working in the field of paranormal studies. Countess Starella has an incredible ability to visualize your future in a positive, passionate way. This show offers all listeners the chance to call in and speak directly to John or the amazing Countess Starella. You can ask your personal questions about love, career, money, relationships, or whatever is troubling you in this often difficult life. What dreams may come? Join John G. Sutton and Countess Starella to discover your answer. See www.psychicworld.net.
Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Pat. I am super excited about the Women of Wisdom Fall Harvest Festival coming in October. For those of you out there, if you're a healer, vendor, reader, or earth-friendly educational group seeking to participate in this fall event, well, you get to reserve your space now. Apply by September 15th for the Women of Wisdom Fall Harvest Festival. To participate in this event, email wow@womenofwisdom.org. All right, everybody, we'll see you there.
Do you seek direction in the world of cares? Countess Starella, the amazing clairvoyant, can help you. Love and romance are her specialties as she tunes in to your life. Is this your soulmate? Ask Countess Starella direct. Born in New Orleans, Starella is a lifelong naturally gifted mystical lady with an incredible ability to see the future for you. Starella has been featured on many international television channels and for years had her own show in Japan. Her European TV credits include a series of 2-hour specials for Network TV3 in Ireland. Countess Starella is currently featured here on Transformation Talk Radio in a weekly show, Psychic World, each Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. You can consult Countess Starella personally on the brilliant website of Oranum.com. Just search for Countess Starella. There you can speak direct with the wonderfully gifted mystical lady herself, the amazing Countess Starella, on Oranum.com. That's ORANUM.com.
Welcome back to Psychic World. I am indeed John G. Sutton. With me is Countess Starella, and our special guest, our very special guest, is Jethro. Jethro, you there?
Oh, yes, thank you. How are you?
Oh, we're doing very well. That was very funny. Running bear.
You just kept running after we started singing.
There's no one he's running. And White Dove jumped in the river. She'd had enough of that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Jethro, we're going to take a caller here. Would you be prepared to speak to one of our callers?
Oh yes, I would love that.
Right, very good. Let's get in there. Can we speak to Charlie, please? Hello, Charlie. Are you there, Charlie?
Hello.
Hello, is that Charlie?
Hello.
It's a lady.
Hello. A lady, yeah. All right, yeah. I've got you down here as Charlie. Is that your name, dear?
It's Shirley.
Charlie.
Oh, Shirley.
Charlene, right? Okay. Well, it's our wonderful producer, Mike Sullivan, who was written down here that you're called Charlie, but Charlene, thank you very much for calling in. Yeah. Would you please like to speak to our special guest, the amazing Jethro?
Yes, I would. How are you, Jethro?
Great. I'm so welcoming to speak and help you. I can feel the energy here with you, and I feel like there's something going here with your guys, that you have some questions. There's something going on here that's very strong right now, and I feel like you need to verbalize or you need to stand your ground. They're telling me that you have been going through a situation there that you have people putting pressure against you or something. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like there's some decisions to be made.
Yes. I don't know. I mean, I'm waiting for somebody to come back to me. So
decision. And this person that you're waiting for to come back, it looks like this has been a little bit of there was something with the relationship that this had happened on and off. I feel like there's been other people involved because I keep hearing, the guys keep telling me that you have people against you wanting to be happy with this relationship.
I don't know.
Well, let me tell you this, Charlie, and I feel that you are going to connect again. I do feel that there has been a little bit of distance with this. Has it gone kind of silent on his part?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gone silent because he is contemplating the future. He's looking at which way he's going to turn here, and I feel that this isn't the first time that he's had problems in a relationship. Are you aware of this? That he has a previous history of having a difficult relationship in the past. Are you aware of that? Because I'm
not aware of it. I mean, he did mention it, but he just said he didn't like it.
Let me tell you that is the big problem with this man. It isn't you, it's his previous history. He worries, can he actually make this happen and make it work? Believe me, he can, and you've just got to give him a little bit of space. It says in Khalil Gibran's The Prophet, let there be spaces in your life. And just give him a little bit of space here, and he will come back to you. Charlene, thank you very much for calling in. You're gonna get this man back, but it's only at his pace and in his time. Just stand back a little bit, and as it says, give him some space, and he will come to you. Charlene, thank you very much for phoning in. Thank you, Charlene. Jethro.
Yes.
I think you nailed. I think you got that right there, and I'm sure that gentleman has got full intentions of repatriating himself with that lady properly. It's just that people go quiet when they're unsure of themselves, and it's based on the past. Tell us a little bit about how people can get in touch with Jethro.
Oh, yes, and they can contact me at jethrosmith.net on the website, or you can catch me at Facebook under Psychic Jethro. And, I look forward to reading and helping you with the work and seeing what we can do to help.
Are you doing any work on any books or any publications? Because I sense that there's going to be.
Yeah, I do have. For those of you who are doing publications, I write for Your Tango. It's a e-magazine here in the United States, and I am one of the writers on it. And I also have a book out, Living in the Psychic Realm, for those of you who'd like to read about it. It's my biography of being born with this gift, and I had 3 teachers that worked with me on helping develop it and just discovering how, you can use it to help others and not hide it. At my age, I was born in a time when people were scared of the word psychic, or anything like this was a little odd.
Right. Okay. Just have a quick word with Countess Starella, because Countess Starella has been involved in the media for many years, haven't you, Countess?
Oh, my goodness. First TV commercial at age 3, and started hearing the voices from the other side at about age 6, and then began exploring religion connected to it, and now have 175,000 clients worldwide, I'm very proud to say, and working 20 hours a day just to help people find themselves and see what this amazing life is really all about. And I think all of us do that, and we have so much to give and such a lot of wisdom and sweetness to share.
Absolutely. Tell me, Jethro. You mentioned is it a magazine? Is it an online magazine, or is it a?
It is. It's online. It's called e-magazine, and actually this week we're working on the articles of spiritual mates and how your aura and different energies and vibrations will pull you towards that right person. There's a lot of individuals looking to find that spiritual love, or that, like we had with the caller, that someone that's not coming in. The article I'm putting out there is discussing how to do that, different exercises you can do that'll bring that energy and vibration in and help so you have the right person. There's so much, Countess, how many people call us and they're uncertain. Is this that person? Is this the person meant for me? Is this the person I want, but should I have them? And so, I do a lot of work with that here in the United States.
When you're talking about the spiritual love, a lot of people refer to soulmates. Is that the same thing in your understanding?
It is. It is the same thing, and you'll see a lot of individuals who are worried. Are they going to find that soulmate? And the difference between a soulmate and a karmic mate, is it just karma? Is it someone that comes in your life that later that time is done and you move along away, or is it like an actual soulmate who's going to be with you through the whole life, and you two are going to be growing, and helping each other both on your both spiritual path?
Right. One of the things that I personally believe in my experience is that we are born into soul groups. In your understanding, does that match with your understanding?
It does very much, and the soul groups have different colors, and you'll see the energies with it. Working years with, you prove with like the carrying camera, or some of them with the aura, but I like with the carrying camera more. You prove that energy and the different vibrations, those clusters are the same. And then you'll find people with that same resonation, or light blues or other energies. And from passing and being on the other side, at the age of 8, I drowned and came back. And
oh my God!
I heightened my gift, and I was able to not only sense with individuals, but really get into what you say with the clusters. And you see people in synchronicity just come together. You're meant to be, and then you do something really strong force because that color cluster is here and on the other side, the other realm.
You're talking about auras, really, aren't you?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Well, in the native Indian culture, they wear headdresses. Do you believe that these headdresses represent the aura?
I do represent that. I really also are energies of power, and you see with the different reasonings and the different parts of it. Those are the individual workings of it. And if you look at some of the intricacies, like let's say my family's Blackfoot, and you look at the Shoshone. Shoshone does red. They could do a lot of rose. They're a peaceful tribe. They're very friendly, but you'll see their headdress, you'll see the energy, and you will see a lot of individuals in that tribesman having different things to do with that orb and orbs and that energy of red, which is energy survival, very positive stuff. We do break it down in that class. With that, people say, well, Jethro, I'm Cherokee, and they're known as the beautiful people. And it's like, yes, but you also notice that they take up a lot of blues, different energies, and there's a rhyme and reasoning for some of those, for others.
Very good, yeah. The one more thing I'd like to ask you, I'm English, I'm an Englishman, but I've been brought up on the Wild West pictures, John Wayne and Shoot 'em Up, the Cisco Kid and all that. But it always struck me, that my knowledge of the native Indian people is that they're very spiritual, very kind, very nature people. Why is it that they're depicted in these movies as being aggressive, do you think?
I think that the whole savage thing, I think that was brought on for different reasons to get the individuals to do that. And it is unfortunate for people. A lot of the Christians and people coming in who were used to dressing and going to church were bothered by a person standing with their loincloth doing a prayer up to the trees or talking to the mountains or working with Mother Water. So some of that savage turned into worse. And then there were some problems. They were fighting over land. And as we all know, every country has somebody that they unfortunately have done something to get that country by. We were the Native Americans that, we're America.
So the Native Americans are the real Americans?
I would say yes, and actually sometimes when you see with our country now, we're all Americans because there's so many variety and flavors of us, we all just kind of intermingle. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And you're helping people to get in tune with their inner self. You're using all the spiritual gifts that you've brought over the years. You've had near-death experience. You're writing books. You're on the internet. People can get you. Just remind us about your website once again, Jethro, please.
Oh, thank you. My website is www.jethrosmith.net, and please come on. I do a lot of work with individuals on, helping with readings. I like to really talk with people a lot about the gemstones. I have some really good beliefs and ideas of that, how you can heal with different crystals, different beliefs of it. I've got really good, over 30-some years of individual teachers working with me from Sedona on from the reservation to put this together to help people come to their own tongues, to know themselves and help their abilities. I believe everybody has an intuitive side. They just need the right help to work it.
Well, you've been a wonderful guest, Jethro. Thank you very much for coming on and enlightening us about the Native American cultures that you teach and that you use. I wish you great success in the future, and I know that you will. Countess, a wonderful guest here.
We love you, Jethro. God bless you, darling.
Jethro,
love you. Thank you.
You are going on to great success. I'm absolutely sure, and thank you very much. But one thing I would say as I'm speaking to you, I'm getting a very strong message here. Don't take up singing.
I will do that. Oh, thank you. And thank you so much. You two have a great night.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Jethro, we're going to go for a break. We'll be back.
Psychic World, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, with John G. Sutton, featuring his special guest, Countess Starella. One of Britain's most respected psychic mediums, John is an internationally published author, poet, and professional clairvoyant. His best-selling books include Psychic Pets, featured with John on the Walt Disney Channel, Animal Planet. Currently, John is the feature editor of the monthly Psychic World, which is the UK's Journal of Spiritualism. He has over 30 years of experience working in the field of paranormal studies. Countess Starella has an incredible ability to visualize your future in a positive, passionate way. This show offers all listeners the chance to call in and speak directly to John or the amazing Countess Starella. You can ask your personal questions about love, career, money, relationships, or whatever is troubling you in this often difficult life. What dreams may come? Join John G. Sutton and Countess Starella to discover your answer. See www.psychicworld.net. Transforming the world, one listener at a time. Transformation Talk Radio, that's my line. Non-stop shows, 24 hours, 7 days. Positive Talk Radio is the new craze. Learn and live your life the best you can. All hosts of TTR will lend a hand. Transform, inspire, educate, create. Tune in now. Our shows are actually really great. Tell your friends, your brother, dad, and mom to tune in at Transformationtalkradio.com.
If you're one of the millions of Americans suffering from anxiety, you probably know how powerless and out of control this emotion can make you feel. This is why it is so important to remember that anxiety is created by your mind, which means that you can learn to use your mind to uncreate it. Hello, my name is Dr. Friedman Schaub. My award-winning book, The Fear and Anxiety Solution, provides you with a step-by-step breakthrough process to understand and resolve the root causes of your anxiety and build a solid foundation of confidence and inner peace. If you're ready to take your power back, visit thefearandanxietysolution.com. That's thefearandanxietysolution.com, or call 866-903-6463. That's 866-903-MIND.
Do you seek direction in the world of cares? Countess Starella, the amazing clairvoyant, can help you. Love and romance are her specialties as she tunes in to your life. Is this your soulmate? Ask Countess Starella direct. Born in New Orleans, Starella is a lifelong naturally gifted mystical lady with an incredible ability to see the future for you. Starella has been featured on many international television channels and for years had her own show in Japan. Her European TV credits include a series of 2-hour specials for Network TV3 in Ireland. Countess Starella is currently featured here on Transformation Talk Radio in a weekly show, Psychic World, each Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. You can consult Countess Starella personally on the brilliant website of Oranum.com. Just search for Countess Starella. There you can speak direct with the wonderfully gifted mystical lady herself, the amazing Countess Starella, on Oranum.com. That's ORANUM.com.
Welcome back. This is Psychic World, and I am indeed John G. Sutton. With me is the amazing Countess Starella. Countess Starella, tell everybody how they can get in touch with you. How can people get in touch with the amazing Countess Starella?
They will find me at CountessStarella.com or in my very, very lively, inspiring chat room at Oranum.com, ORANUM.com, where I appear nightly and almost every day. And I promise you, you have never seen a chat room quite like this one.
I have seen it. It is amazing. And my wife saw this, by the way, I had a look, and she was delighted with the feathers. I mean, you wear feathers in your hair, don't you?
Yes, I'm really, really attached to feathers. My grandmother raised birds. She had a walk-in bird cage the size of a small cottage, and we always wore feather gathering around from the peacocks and the ostriches and the parrots and the macaws, and we made hats and clothing out of them.
Yeah, my wife picked up on the fact that you got an ostrich feather. Some people say that they're bad luck. Do you think so?
I believe, like every single thing in this world, there is no bad or good except what your own little crazy mind creates. I have chosen to believe that 13 is lucky, that, black cats are wonderful and peacock feathers enhance my life. It is purely what one buys into.
It's what you put into it. It's the spirit that you take to it. Yeah, very good. That's the one way of looking at it. Throughout these shows, and we've been doing these shows for 9 months now, haven't we? 9 months. And, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is the last show of Psychic World, but we'll be around. Countess Starella, you're doing an amazing new project, I believe. You're going to be filmed for a reality TV show. And you're going to be an international star, I believe.
I am well on my way. I have a fascinating producer coming over here this week to shoot some footage. She also saw the chat room and said, this is really too big to keep under wraps. Let's get it out where people can laugh and have fun with it.
Well, it's not just it is partly about laughter and partly about spiritualism and very much about your personality, because that's what makes somebody stand out from the crowd, your personality. People listening to this, you're thinking, well, what can I do? What's going to make me different? There's something there about you that's unique. We're all absolutely unique. And to prove how unique Countess Starella is, the cameras will be following around. Tell me I'm right, Countess.
A reality show in my house, which is known as the Den of Chaos, the creative chaos of the universe, over probably 2 million objects in here. Naturally, I know where every single thing is, but wow, I mean, it is like a little antique shop.
Brilliant. It's going to be wonderful fun. And one of the themes throughout our shows has been poetry, hasn't it?
Ah, yes, we love it.
We love poetry. And one of my favourite poets is, of course, the wonderful Robert Frost.
Oh.
And I'd like to read you probably Robert Frost's most famous poem. And this is The Road Not Taken. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveller. Long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth, then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same, and both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I ever should come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere, ages and ages hence, 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference.
Oh.
The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost.
One of my mother's faves.
And it's going to be a road that you're taking now. It's a different road that you're taking to international fame and celebrity and leaving John behind.
John, you are going to be an integral part of my life until the day I leave this planet. Whatever success I have will be brilliantly shared with you. You can count on it. When Starella makes a promise, it sticks.
Countess Starella, I'm absolutely sure. And do you remember the song that we sang when we came in?
Oh, I believe it was something that we live in this land.
Yeah, the Emerald City. That's where we're living. Yeah, the Emerald City. Yeah. So I'd like to sing you a song. Yeah.
Oh.
Are you ready? America, you deserve this.
Just give me 1 second to make sure my throngs of fans are not bombarding me here. Just there. Okay, the throngs of fans are quiet. Yes, I'm ready.
Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. lullaby.
Somewhere over the rainbow skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you find me.
Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then oh why can't I?
If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
You are fantastic, Countess. An hour of rubbish.
You were lovely and delightful as you always are.
Oh, no, it was good. I enjoyed that. That's where we came in, folks. And, Countess, just tell us again about how people can get in touch with Countess Starella, because I know you're going to be absolutely inundated with people chasing after a reading with the amazing Countess.
They'd better rush to catch me at Oranum.com before I get too famous on my new reality show.
That's right, Oranum.com. You can catch me there, but you can catch me, of course, at psychicworld.net. That's where you can get in touch with John G. Sutton. Of course, you can read my books. Go on to Amazon.com. Or go into Barnes & Noble or any of the big stores. There's loads of them out there. Still got my books in there. John G. Sutton. You go into Barnes & Noble and say, I'd like to read a John G. Sutton book. They'll say, what are you talking about, man? Because that's how they talk there.
It is. You got it down pretty good, buddy.
Did I get it right? Yeah.
Blimey. Not bad, not bad.
That was the Barnes & Noble in Dallas. What do you want, man? We're going to take a short break. Countess. You'll be here when we come back. We'll be back.
Psychic World, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, with John G. Sutton, featuring his special guest, Countess Starella. One of Britain's most respected psychic mediums, John is an internationally published author, poet, and professional clairvoyant. His best-selling books include Psychic Pets, featured with John on the Walt Disney Channel, Animal Planet. Currently, John is the feature editor of the monthly Psychic World, which is the UK's Journal of Spiritualism. He has over 30 years of experience working in the field of paranormal studies. Countess Starella has an incredible ability to visualize your future in a positive, passionate way. This show offers all listeners the chance to call in and speak directly to John or the amazing Countess Starella. You can ask your personal questions about love, career, money, relationships, or whatever is troubling you in this often difficult life. What dreams may come? Join John G. Sutton and Countess Starella to discover your answer. See www.psychicworld.net.
Tired of traditional talk? People pontificating about this or that, the left or the right. Sometimes the truth is just all lost in the noise. Tune in each week to Straight Talk with Chuck Gallagher on Transformationtalkradio.com. Mondays at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, as nationally known guests talk about what's important to you, your life, your concerns, and your success. Tune in and turn on to Straight Talk with Chuck Gallagher. Visit chuckgallagher.com for more information.
Tune in to Heart Center Talk Radio with David Christopher Lewis, a gifted clairaudient, Aquarian spiritual author, and talented musical composer on Transformationtalkradio.com every Wednesday, 9 a.m. Pacific Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, with delivering more than 4,000 messages from angels, masters, and divine beings. David will share the Ascended Masters' teachings, insights, and surprising revelations to light bearers. Meet transformative guests who embody change and inspire hope and get a refreshing and deeply meaningful perspective on life.
Do you seek direction in the world of cares? Countess Starella, the amazing clairvoyant, can help you. Love and romance are her specialties as she tunes in to your life. Is this your soulmate? Ask Countess Starella direct. Born in New Orleans, Starella is a lifelong naturally gifted mystical lady with an incredible ability to see the future for you. Starella has been featured on many international television channels and for years had her own show in Japan. Her European TV credits include a series of 2-hour specials for Network TV3 in Ireland. Countess Starella is currently featured here on Transformation Talk Radio in a weekly show, Psychic World, each Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. You can consult Countess Starella personally on the brilliant website of Oranum.com. Just search for Countess Starella. There you can speak direct with the wonderfully gifted mystical lady herself, the amazing Countess Starella, on Oranum.com. That's ORANUM.com.
Good evening and welcome back to Psychic World. This is John G. Sutton, and with me is the amazing Countess Starella. How are you doing, Countess?
Oh my God, what a memorable night. So full of fun and joy and insight and inspiration.
Insight and inspiration is what it's all about. Ladies and gentlemen, throughout this 9 months we've been working here on Transformation Talk Radio through WBLQ in the Big Apple of New York. We've had a marvellous man working with us. He is Mark Sullivan. I got your name right, Mark. How are you doing, Mark?
I'm doing very well, and it has been an absolute pleasure facilitating this adventure for the last 9 months. Great fun.
You have been facilitating it because you've been the producer.
Exactly.
You're producing it behind the scenes, folks. You don't hear a lot of Mark, but you do hear a lot of Mark because it's Mark that actually puts this show out from WBLQ in the Big Apple.
No, actually, we're in Rhode Island.
Wonderful, Mark. Go on.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say we're actually in Rhode Island, not New York.
All right.
But also, over the past 9 months, when you've heard nothing, that was me too.
Well, we weren't going to mention that, Mark.
Oh, we've been through some adventures together. We had a power failure one night where it was dark for as far as the eye could see where I'm sitting, and we had some wonderful telephone adventures over the last 9 months, and we've had a vast array of personalities calling in.
We have indeed some wonderful callers. All the people who've called into the show, thanks for calling in. It's been great fun. We've enjoyed your company, and thank you for inviting us into your home. What do you think, Countess?
A great privilege and an honor and cherished memories, as Mark said, that go out into the stratosphere for all time.
Running Bear, in and of itself, is something that will never, ever be erased from my memory. That's going to be part of Sullivan family lore for the generations to come.
Mark, I hate to put this to you, but would you join us in a song?
Why not? What's the worst thing that could happen?
Well, I don't think this is. I think we're going to meet again, so I think we should have a song to celebrate that, don't you? Let's go for it.
Let's give it a wing.
We'll
meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do. till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. Ba-ba-ba-ba-boom.
Will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, we were singing this song. Go for it, Mark.
Oh, we'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
Whoa, Mamma Mia!
See, no, John, that's what you call American rubbish, John.
It's usually me that says that. Mark Sullivan, thanks very much for being a brilliant producer and a lot of fun. It's been great working with you. We've really enjoyed it.
And so have I, and I'm not just saying that. It's been great fun, and best wishes to you both, although I'm sure you both know that everything's going to be just fine. It's what you do.
It is what we do, yeah. But the great thing is for Countess, this reality TV show is going to make Countess an international name because it will be screened everywhere. These days, as you know, Mark, the radio shows don't just go out into America. They go out around the world.
Absolutely. People in North Korea are listening to us this evening.
Are you serious?
No.
Oh,
he's never serious.
Darn it, you got me, Mark.
Not remotely. No, I don't think that our dear leader in North Korea would abide this sort of thing. No sense of humor on that guy.
We'll have to fix that.
Tell me about the network. Where can we find your TV show?
Well, it's just a work in progress. We're just doing some pilot tapes.
Excellent.
This coming week, and it should be. One of my friends said, why don't we call it Storage Wars meets Famous Psychic?
You know, why not? If they can make that work, I think it'd be a great thing.
Or it could be a comment from one of my callers when I said, ma'am, I believe I'm getting a message from your deceased mother. And she politely said, don't you be messing with my dead mama, blankety blank, expletive.
Every now and then you cross that line. You mean well, but oops.
One of the classics.
Well, that's great, Mark. So you've got your own show, Mark, haven't you?
I do. I have a show on the same network as y'all, the Transformation Talk Network, Talk Radio Network.
Transformation Talk Radio.
Yeah, I probably ought to know the name of that, shouldn't I? In any event, it's called Soundings, and we record it live here in Westerly, Rhode Island every Thursday. It's a couple hours long, and we run the gamut, everything from a serious grown-up type stuff to utter frivolity.
How lovely!
Yes, it's what we do.
And Rhode Island is not the Big Apple.
No, it's Little Rhodey. It's quite the opposite of the Big Apple. It's a tiny little place.
Is it? It seems to me like part of New York, but then again, it would do because I'm just from England.
Well, I can tell you, don't feel bad. When I've lived all over the United States, and I will tell people I'm from Rhode Island, and they'll say, Rhode Island? Oh, yeah, I've got friends from Massapequa. I'd say, no, that's Long Island. And they'll say, okay, well, what state's Rhode Island in? And I just kind of, whatever state you like. Ohio. How's that make you feel? Whatever works.
Ohio. Yeah, I've got a friend in Ohio. It's a very nice place, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. Dr. Lois J. Bereen in Columbus, Ohio. If you're listening, hello, Lois. Some wonderful music Lois has created for us on this show. Big Fat Tree and Just Lie to Me and Flowers. That was Lois J. Bereen and Jack Wills. Lots of the music that you've played, as you know, Mark, I've sent them to you.
Yeah, and I've got them. They're in my audio quiver going forward.
Well, Lois J. Bereen is about to be famous because we've got a very big producer who's working with Quincy Jones, and they're sending some of my music with Lois J. Bereen to Disney, believe it or not.
Wow, fantastic. Everybody's on the path to success here.
Oh, yeah, speak for yourself. No, we're all doing great.
Yeah, Mark, you're doing great. Your show is getting rave reviews, I believe. Mm-hmm. You've been on the front page of Time magazine.
Exactly. Several times, in fact, yes. I've told them they're overexposing me, so I've told them, listen, we're going to have to back off for a little while, or people are just going to get sick of me out there. Yeah.
Well, this thing happened to Elvis, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. And look how he ended up.
Yeah, but you've just got to keep the thing. I mean, you've recently been playing Big Daddy, haven't you? Indeed I did. Yes, in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. But and you two clearly are well aware of this. Success is a wonderful thing, but I know an awful lot of successful people that are absolutely miserable because they're not having any fun. They're on top of the world, but they got so many balls in the air and so many things they have to pay attention to, and all these worries and concerns and frets. If you're living your life and you're not too terribly unhappy, then that's the kind of success people ought to be aiming for.
I agree. Right. I totally agree.
That's what this show's been about, hasn't it? Allowing people to see what can be achieved and believing in themselves. Mm-hmm. Because if you believe that you can do something, then you've got a great chance of actually achieving it. It's when you think to yourself, I can't do that. But I mean, you would have been on stage, you've been in Tennessee Williams plays, you've even done Shakespeare, Mark, haven't you?
I have indeed, and I will continue. Love doing that stuff. You don't pick up the English accent?
Yeah, the Rhode Island English.
Exactly. Yes. Oh my goodness. No, I don't have one of those accents either. Thank God. Listen, I'm going to leave you two to tidy up the end of this thing, and I'm going to say out loud what I've been typing to you for the last 9 months. We have 1 minute.
Okay.
We have 1 minute.
And thank you very much, folks. It's been really, really a pleasure working with you.
Thank you, Mark Sullivan, the amazing Mark Sullivan. Thank you. Yeah, Countess, it's been great working with you. We'll meet again, no doubt about it. And you're going on to be a big success, reality TV. Watch out, folks, for the amazing Countess Starella. You can get Countess Starella on arainham.com. You can see John G. Sutton on psychicworld.net. Just Google my name, and I'm all over the place. And hopefully some of the songs you've been hearing over the last 9 months will be picked up, and they'll be in, I don't know, whatever it is, Disney or wherever. But it's been nice of you to invite us into your homes. We'd like to say good night and love to you all. Thank you.
You've been listening to Psychic World with John G. Sutton, featuring his special guest, Countess Starella. Tune in each Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern for one of Britain's most respected psychic mediums. John is an internationally published author, poet, and professional clairvoyant. Countess Starella has an incredible ability to visualize your future in a positive, passionate way. This show offers all listeners the chance to call in and speak directly to John or the amazing Countess Starella. You can ask your personal questions about love, career, money, relationships, or whatever is troubling you in this often difficult life. What dreams may come? Join John G. Sutton and Countess Starella to discover your answer. See www.psychicworld.net. See you next week.
Would you like to be a question with anything that comes up in your body or mind? Would you like to become totally aware and begin to function as the conscious being you truly are? Join Access Certified Facilitator Glenna Rice every month for a live teleclass where you can ask all of your questions and learn to create change in any aspect of your life. Visit glennarice.com today to learn more, and don't miss the next call. Join the questionable conversation today at glennarice.com.
Transforming the world, one listener at a time. Transformation Talk Radio, that's my line. Non-stop shows, 24 hours, 7 days. Positive Talk Radio is the new craze. Learn and live your life the best you can. All hosts of TTR will lend a hand. Transform, inspire, educate, create. Tune in now. Our shows are actually really great. Tell your friends, your brother, dad, and mom to tune in at TransformationTalkRadio.com. Get sophisticated with David and Philip Zarza. David and Philip touch on topics such as human potential, spirituality, pop culture, and purposeful living. Experience an insightful reading from David on what the universe has in store for you, or reconnect with a departed loved one. Philip can look into an issue or anything else you may be dealing with. Go to GetSophisticated.com. That's SOPHISTIGAYTED.com, or call 206-420-8660. Psychic World, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, with John G. Sutton, featuring his special guest, Countess Starella. One of Britain's most respected psychic mediums, John is an internationally published author, poet, and professional clairvoyant. His best-selling books include Psychic Pets, featured with John on the Walt Disney Channel, Animal Planet. Currently, John is the feature editor of the monthly Psychic World, which is the UK's Journal of Spiritualism. He has over 30 years of experience working in the field of paranormal studies. Countess Starella has an incredible ability to visualize your future in a positive, passionate way. This show offers all listeners the chance to call in and speak directly to John or the amazing Countess Starella. You can ask your personal questions about love, career, money, relationships, or whatever is troubling you in this often difficult life. What dreams may come? Join John G. Sutton and Countess Starella to discover your answer. See www.psychicworld.net.
Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Pat. I am super excited about the Women of Wisdom Fall Harvest Festival coming in October. For those of you out there, if you're a healer, vendor, reader, or earth-friendly educational group seeking to participate in this fall event, well, you get to reserve your space now. Apply by September 15th for the Women of Wisdom Fall Harvest Festival. To participate in this event, email wow@womenofwisdom.org. All right, everybody, we'll see you there.
Do you seek direction in the world of cares? Countess Starella, the amazing clairvoyant, can help you. Love and romance are her specialties as she tunes in to your life. Is this your soulmate? Ask Countess Starella direct. Born in New Orleans, Starella is a lifelong naturally gifted mystical lady with an incredible ability to see the future for you. Starella has been featured on many international television channels and for years had her own show in Japan. Her European TV credits include a series of 2-hour specials for Network TV3 in Ireland. Countess Starella is currently featured here on Transformation Talk Radio in a weekly show, Psychic World, each Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. You can consult Countess Starella personally on the brilliant website of Oranum.com. Just search for Countess Starella. There you can speak direct with the wonderfully gifted mystical lady herself, the amazing Countess Starella, on Oranum.com. That's ORANUM.com.
Gallios miso dressings are delicious and made with only the finest, freshest, and all-natural ingredients. Gallios miso dressings are low in fat, sugar, salt, and carbohydrates. They do not contain any artificial ingredients or any wheat, eggs, vegetable gums, or MSG. What they do contain is astonishing flavor and silky texture that can only come from using premium quality ingredients. Order online with free shipping at www.gallioscafe.com. That's GALEOS cafe.com.